Hi, my name is Inji Sami. For this project, I'm going to evaluate General Electric, but assuming that it will grow organically, meaning that I will not take into account any profits or growth acquired from takeovers or acquisitions or mergers. I started by calculating the forecasted growth rate that would provide the company with zero additional funds needed. The calculations showed that the average growth rate of 5 years will be around negative 1.10%. Then I calculated the weighted average cost of capital to be able to use it later on in the valuation. Using the equation provided below, I concluded that General Electric's WACC is approximately 6%. Moving on, I had to calculate the company's free cash flow, which I have done by adding EBIT to depreciation and amortization and deducting from it capital expenditure, taxes, and net investment. This provided us with General Electric's free cash flow for the years presented below. As we can see, the free cash flow is declining annually because the company is negatively growing. Then, using the 6% WACC I've previously calculated, I discounted the free cash flow to find General Electric's net present value for the years presented below, which added up to $100 billion. In order to be able to properly evaluate the company, we must calculate the present value residual first, which was done using the equation presented that resulted in PV residual that is equal to $192 billion. Then we add the PV free cash flow to the PV residual to get the value of the company. The value of GE using the organic growth method is equal to $292 billion. Last but not least, if we compare this organic valuation of General Electric to the market valuation, which is growing inorganically, we will find a small gap between both numbers. The market estimated that General Electric is worth $309 billion, and my estimation was only $292 billion. There are several justifications as to why there is a gap between both numbers. One of the main differences between the market price and my valuation is the fact that we're evaluating the company assuming that it is not growing enough. In fact, its average growth rate is negative 1.10%. which indicates that the company is underperforming and that it is losing annually. Moreover, one might assume that by growing organically, you're supposed to be profiting more since you're not indebted to anyone. However, growing organically means that your company will grow in a slower rate than those growing inorganically, because you do not get any aid from others to be able to expand your company beyond what you can afford. Furthermore, growing organically does not allow you to expand your assets or your income because you're growing individually, which weakens your line of credit. That concludes my evaluation for the organic growth of GE. Thank you for listening.